Effortless living, the hidden rules to personal freedom. Lesson 1. The myth of effort. In a world that glorifies hustle and equates success with endless toil, we've been conditioned to believe that the path to achievement is paved with blood, sweat, and tears. From an early age, we're told that anything worthwhile demands relentless effort, unwavering discipline, and an unyielding work ethic. The message is clear. If it doesn't feel like a struggle, you're not doing it right. This deeply ingrained belief permeates every aspect of our lives. We see it in the way we approach our careers, where long hours and burnout are often worn as badges of honor. We see it in our pursuit of fitness, where grueling workouts and restrictive diets are seen as the only path to physical transformation. We see it in our relationships, where we believe that love requires constant sacrifice and compromise. But what if this narrative is fundamentally flawed? What if the relentless pursuit of effort is not only unnecessary but counterproductive? What if there's a different way to live, a way that embraces ease, flow, and joy? This is where the concept of effortless living enters the picture. It challenges the prevailing myth of effort, inviting us to question the deeply held assumption that struggle is synonymous with success. It proposes a radical alternative that by aligning our actions with natural principles and our own innate wisdom, we can achieve remarkable results with far less exertion and resistance. Effortless living is not about laziness or apathy. It's not about shirking responsibility or abandoning ambition. Rather, it's about recognizing that true fulfillment comes not from forcing ourselves to do things we don't enjoy or that drain our energy, but from embracing activities that resonate with our souls and ignite our passions. When we live in alignment with our true nature, we tap into a wellspring of creativity, inspiration, and motivation that far surpasses anything we could achieve through sheer willpower alone. We find ourselves effortlessly drawn to opportunities that support our growth and expansion. We experience a sense of flow and ease, where time seems to melt away, and we become fully immersed in the present moment. This doesn't mean that challenges and obstacles will disappear entirely. Life will always present us with opportunities to learn and grow. But when we approach these challenges from a place of inner alignment and effortless action, we find that we have the resilience, resourcefulness, and adaptability to navigate them with grace and ease. Embracing effortless living is not about denying the reality of effort altogether. There will be times when we need to apply ourselves diligently and push beyond our comfort zones. But even in those moments, we can approach our endeavors with a sense of playfulness and curiosity, rather than grim determination and self-flagellation. The myth of effort has kept us trapped in a cycle of striving and burnout, convincing us that happiness is a reward to be earned through relentless toil. But effortless living offers a different perspective, one that invites us to embrace the inherent joy and ease that is available to us in every moment. It's a call to reclaim our power, unleash our potential, and create a life that feels like a beautiful, effortless dance. In the following chapters, we'll delve deeper into the principles and practices of effortless living. We'll explore how to identify and release limiting beliefs, cultivate a mindset of abundance and gratitude, and align our actions with our deepest values. We'll learn how to harness the power of intention, surrender to the flow of life, and embrace the unknown with courage and curiosity. This journey is not about achieving perfection or conforming to some idealized image of success. It's about discovering your own unique path to fulfillment and creating a life that feels authentic, joyful, and effortlessly aligned with your true nature. So let go of the struggle, release the need for constant effort, and open yourself to the possibility of a life lived with grace, ease, and boundless joy. The path to effortless living awaits. Lesson 2. Defining effortless living. In our quest to understand effortless living, it's crucial to first define what it truly means. The term itself might seem paradoxical, conjuring images of laziness or a complete absence of action. However, effortless living is far from passive or indolent. It's a dynamic state of being where our actions align seamlessly with our inner wisdom and the natural flow of life. At its core, effortless living is about embracing a way of being that minimizes resistance and maximizes flow. It's about recognizing that when we align our thoughts, feelings, and actions with our deepest values and purpose, we tap into a source of energy and inspiration that propels us forward with grace and ease. Think of a river flowing effortlessly towards the ocean. It doesn't struggle or strain against the current. It simply follows the natural contours of the landscape, adapting to every bend and obstacle with fluidity and grace. In the same way, effortless living invites us to surrender to the flow of life, trusting that we are being guided towards our highest good. This doesn't mean that challenges and obstacles will disappear entirely. Just as a river encounters rocks and rapids along its journey, we will inevitably face setbacks and difficulties in our own lives. But when we approach these challenges from a place of inner alignment and acceptance, we find that we have the resilience and resourcefulness to navigate them with minimal resistance. Effortless living is not about avoiding effort altogether. It's about discerning between effort that is aligned with our purpose and effort that is born out of fear, insecurity, or a need to prove ourselves. When we act from a place of alignment, our efforts feel natural and effortless, even when they require dedication and discipline. It's important to distinguish effortless living from laziness or apathy. Laziness is a state of inaction and indifference, whereas effortless living is about conscious choice and deliberate action. It's about choosing to engage in activities that nourish our souls and contribute to our overall well-being, rather than succumbing to distractions or numbing behaviors. Similarly, effortless living is not about giving up on our dreams or settling for mediocrity. It's about recognizing that true success comes not from pushing ourselves beyond our limits, but from embracing our unique gifts and talents and expressing them in the world in a way that feels natural and fulfilling. Effortless living is a holistic approach to life that encompasses all aspects of our being: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. It's about cultivating a sense of inner peace and harmony that radiates outwards into every area of our lives. When we live effortlessly, we experience a deep sense of freedom and liberation. We are no longer bound by limiting beliefs or societal expectations. We are free to express our true selves, follow our passions, and create a life that feels authentic and meaningful. Effortless living is not a destination, but a journey. It's an ongoing process of self-discovery and growth. As we learn to let go of resistance and embrace the flow of life, we open ourselves to endless possibilities and opportunities. So how do we begin to cultivate an effortless way of being? It starts with awareness. By paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and actions, we can begin to identify areas where we are creating unnecessary resistance or struggle. From there, we can make conscious choices to align our actions with our values and purpose, and to release any beliefs or behaviors that are no longer serving us. Effortless living is an invitation to step into our full power and potential. It's a call to embrace our true nature and to create a life that feels like a beautiful, effortless dance. As we learn to let go of the struggle and surrender to the flow, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities and create a life that is truly extraordinary. Lesson 3: The Hidden Rules. In the quest to embrace effortless living, we must delve into the hidden rules that govern this transformative way of being. These are not rigid commandments or strict regulations, but rather subtle principles that, when understood and applied, can unlock a life of ease, flow, and profound fulfillment. They invite us to align our lives with natural laws, harness the power of our minds, and cultivate a deep sense of self-acceptance and surrender. One of the fundamental hidden rules of effortless living is alignment with natural laws. Just as the planets orbit the sun in perfect harmony, and the seasons change in a predictable rhythm, there are underlying principles that govern the flow of energy and information in the universe. When we align our actions with these natural laws, we tap into a source of power and wisdom that far surpasses our individual efforts. This alignment can manifest in various ways. It might involve honoring our natural rhythms of rest and activity, eating foods that nourish our bodies, or spending time in nature to connect with the Earth's energy. It might also involve recognizing the interconnectedness of all things and acting in ways that contribute to the greater good. Another hidden rule of effortless living is the power of the mind. Our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality, influencing our perceptions, emotions, and actions. When we cultivate a mindset of abundance, gratitude, and possibility, we open ourselves to opportunities and experiences that support our growth and well-being. Conversely, when we harbor limiting beliefs or dwell on negativity, we create obstacles and resistance in our lives. Mastering our thoughts requires consistent practice and self-awareness. It involves recognizing and challenging negative thought patterns, cultivating positive affirmations, and visualizing our desired outcomes. By harnessing the power of our minds, we can create a reality that is aligned with our deepest aspirations. Self-acceptance is another key principle of effortless living. It's about recognizing and embracing all aspects of ourselves, including our strengths, weaknesses, imperfections, and vulnerabilities. When we resist or deny parts of ourselves, we create internal conflict and disharmony. But when we accept ourselves fully, we cultivate a sense of inner peace and wholeness that allows us to move through life with grace and ease. Self-acceptance doesn't mean resignation or complacency. It's about acknowledging our current reality, while also recognizing our potential for growth and transformation. It's about embracing our imperfections as opportunities for learning and evolution. Surrender is perhaps the most challenging yet liberating hidden rule of effortless living. It's about letting go of the need for control and trusting in the wisdom of the universe. It's about recognizing that we are not separate from the flow of life, but rather an integral part of it. Surrender doesn't mean giving up or becoming passive. It's about actively participating in life while also recognizing that there are forces at play that are beyond our individual control. It's about releasing the struggle and allowing ourselves to be carried by the current of life. When we embrace surrender, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities. We free ourselves from the burden of constantly trying to control outcomes and instead learn to trust in the unfolding of events. We become more adaptable, resilient, and open to unexpected opportunities. These hidden rules of effortless living are not meant to be followed rigidly or dogmatically. They are simply guidelines that can help us navigate life with more ease and grace. As we integrate these principles into our daily lives, we will find that we are naturally drawn to actions and experiences that support our growth and well-being. We will experience a greater sense of flow, joy, and fulfillment, and we will discover that true freedom lies not in resisting life, but in embracing it fully. In the chapters that follow, we will explore these hidden rules in more depth, offering practical strategies and insights to help you integrate them into your own life. We will delve into the power of intention, the importance of self-care, and the transformative potential of gratitude and forgiveness. We will also address common challenges and obstacles that may arise along the way, providing guidance and support to help you navigate them with grace and ease. Remember, effortless living is not a destination, but a journey. It's an ongoing process of self-discovery and growth. As you embark on this path, be gentle with yourself, celebrate your successes, and learn from your setbacks. Trust in the wisdom of your own heart and the natural flow of life, and you will discover a world of boundless possibilities and profound fulfillment. Lesson 4. Embrace simplicity. In our relentless pursuit of happiness and success, we often accumulate possessions, commitments, and distractions that clutter our lives and weigh us down. We believe that more is better, that having more stuff, doing more things, and being constantly busy will lead to a more fulfilling life. However, this endless accumulation often leads to overwhelm, stress, and a sense of disconnection from what truly matters. Effortless living invites us to challenge this prevailing narrative and embrace the transformative power of simplicity. By decluttering our physical spaces, schedules, and minds, we create room for ease, clarity, and joy to flourish. We rediscover the beauty of the present moment and reconnect with our deepest values and aspirations. The journey towards simplicity begins with a conscious awareness of our surroundings. Take a moment to observe your physical space. Is it filled with objects that bring you joy and serve a purpose? Or is it cluttered with things you rarely use or even notice? Are there piles of unread books, overflowing closets, or drawers crammed with forgotten trinkets? Similarly, examine your schedule. Are you constantly rushing from one commitment to another, leaving little time for rest, reflection, or simply being? Are you saying yes to every invitation, even when your heart is whispering no? Are you sacrificing precious moments of self-care and connection in the name of productivity and achievement? Finally, turn your attention inward and observe your mind. Is it cluttered with worries, anxieties, and endless to-do lists? Are you constantly replaying past events or fretting about the future, leaving little space for peace and presence? Are you allowing yourself to be bombarded by information and distractions, leaving your mind feeling scattered and overwhelmed? If any of these scenarios resonate with you, it might be time to embrace simplicity. This doesn't mean adopting a minimalist lifestyle or renouncing all possessions. It simply means making conscious choices about what you allow into your life, both physically and mentally. Decluttering your physical space can be a powerful first step towards creating a sense of calm and order in your life. Start by going through your belongings and asking yourself if each item brings you joy or serves a purpose. If not, consider letting it go. Donate unwanted items, sell them online, or simply throw them away. As you declutter, you'll likely discover that you have far more than you need. You might find that you can live comfortably with fewer clothes, gadgets, or decorative objects. You might also realize that you've been holding on to things out of guilt, obligation, or a fear of scarcity. By letting go of these attachments, you create space for new experiences, relationships, and opportunities to enter your life. Simplifying your schedule is equally important. Learn to say no to commitments that don't align with your values or priorities. Protect your time for rest, relaxation, and activities that bring you joy. Delegate tasks whenever possible, and learn to prioritize what truly matters. Creating a sense of simplicity in your mind requires cultivating mindfulness and presence. Practice meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply spending time in nature to quiet the mental chatter and connect with the present moment. Limit your exposure to news and social media, and create boundaries around technology use. Embracing simplicity is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. It requires constant vigilance and a willingness to let go of anything that no longer serves you. But as you cultivate a more streamlined and intentional way of living, you'll discover that you have more time, energy, and focus for the things that truly matter. You'll experience a greater sense of peace, clarity, and joy, and you'll find that effortless living becomes a natural and effortless expression of your true self. Lesson 5. Master your thoughts. The human mind is a remarkable tool, capable of both extraordinary creativity and profound self-sabotage. Our thoughts have the power to shape our reality, influencing our perceptions, emotions, and actions. They can uplift us to great heights or plunge us into the depths of despair. In the pursuit of effortless living, mastering our thoughts becomes a crucial step toward cultivating inner peace, clarity, and joy. The first step in mastering our thoughts is recognizing their immense power. Our thoughts are not just fleeting mental events, they create neural pathways in our brains, shaping our habits, beliefs, and behaviors. When we repeatedly think negative thoughts, we reinforce those neural pathways, making it more likely that we'll continue to experience negative emotions and outcomes. Conversely, when we focus on positive thoughts, we strengthen those pathways, creating a more optimistic and empowered outlook on life. It's important to understand that we are not our thoughts. We are the conscious observer of our thoughts, capable of choosing which ones to engage with and which ones to let go. This awareness allows us to step back from the constant stream of mental chatter and cultivate a more mindful and intentional relationship with our inner world. One powerful tool for mastering our thoughts is mindfulness meditation. By sitting quietly and observing our thoughts without judgment, we create space between ourselves and our mental activity. We learn to recognize that thoughts are simply mental events, not absolute truths. This allows us to detach from negative thoughts and cultivate a more peaceful and centered state of being. Another effective technique is positive affirmations. By repeating empowering statements to ourselves, we can reprogram our subconscious mind and create new neural pathways that support our desired outcomes. Affirmations can be used to cultivate self-love, boost confidence, and attract abundance into our lives. It's important to choose affirmations that resonate with you and to repeat them consistently, ideally several times a day. Visualization is another powerful tool for shaping our reality. By vividly imagining our desired outcomes, we create a mental blueprint that guides our actions and attracts opportunities that align with our vision. Visualization can be used to achieve specific goals, overcome challenges, or simply cultivate a more positive and optimistic outlook on life. It's important to remember that mastering our thoughts is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. Our minds are constantly generating new thoughts and beliefs, and it takes consistent effort to cultivate a positive and empowering mental landscape. But with practice and dedication, we can learn to harness the power of our thoughts and create a reality that is aligned with our deepest aspirations. In addition to mindfulness, affirmations, and visualization, there are many other techniques that can help us master our thoughts. These might include journaling, gratitude practice, spending time in nature, and engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment. The key is to find what works best for you and to make it a regular part of your daily routine. As you embark on this journey of mastering your thoughts, remember to be patient and compassionate with yourself. There will be times when negative thoughts and self-doubt creep in. When this happens, acknowledge those thoughts without judgment and gently redirect your focus back to the present moment. Remember, your thoughts have the power to shape your reality. By choosing to focus on positivity, gratitude, and possibility, you can create a life that is filled with joy, abundance, and effortless flow. Lesson 6. Let go of limiting beliefs. The human mind is a treasure trove of beliefs, both empowering and limiting. We all carry within us a collection of assumptions, expectations, and interpretations about ourselves, others, and the world around us. These beliefs, often formed in childhood or through repeated experiences, act as filters through which we perceive reality. They shape our thoughts, feelings, and actions, influencing every aspect of our lives. While empowering beliefs can propel us towards success and fulfillment, limiting beliefs can hold us back, keeping us trapped in cycles of self-doubt, fear, and unworthiness. They create invisible barriers that prevent us from reaching our full potential, living our dreams, and experiencing the joy and abundance that life has to offer. In the pursuit of effortless living, letting go of limiting beliefs is a crucial step toward creating a life of freedom and possibility. It's about recognizing the stories we tell ourselves, questioning their validity, and choosing to replace them with empowering narratives that support our growth and expansion. The first step in letting go of limiting beliefs is becoming aware of them. We often carry these beliefs unconsciously, unaware of the profound impact they have on our lives. Pay attention to your self-talk, the stories you tell yourself about your abilities, worthiness, and potential. Notice any recurring patterns of negativity, self-doubt, or fear. Once you've identified some of your limiting beliefs, it's time to question their validity. Are these beliefs based on objective facts or subjective interpretations? Are they serving you or holding you back? Are they aligned with your deepest values and aspirations? Often we discover that our limiting beliefs are rooted in past experiences, societal conditioning, or the expectations of others. We might have been told that we're not smart enough, talented enough, or worthy of love and success. We might have internalized messages that tell us to play small, stay safe, and avoid taking risks. These beliefs, while deeply ingrained, are not set in stone. We have the power to challenge them, reframe them, and ultimately let them go. This process requires courage, compassion, and a willingness to step outside our comfort zones. One powerful way to challenge limiting beliefs is to seek evidence to the contrary. Look for examples in your own life or the lives of others that disprove these beliefs. Remind yourself of your accomplishments, your strengths, and the times when you've overcome challenges. Another effective technique is to reframe your beliefs. Instead of focusing on what you can't do or what you're not good at, focus on what you can do and what you're passionate about. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Affirmations can also be a powerful tool for shifting limiting beliefs. By repeating positive statements about yourself and your abilities, you can reprogram your subconscious mind and create new neural pathways that support your desired outcomes. Finally, remember that letting go of limiting beliefs is an ongoing process. It takes time, patience, and consistent effort to replace deeply ingrained patterns of thought. But as you cultivate a more empowering mindset, you'll find that your life begins to transform in remarkable ways. You'll experience greater confidence, resilience, and a sense of freedom to pursue your dreams without fear or hesitation. As you continue on your journey towards effortless living, remember that your beliefs are not fixed or immutable. You have the power to choose the stories you tell yourself and the reality you create. By letting go of limiting beliefs and embracing a mindset of possibility, you open yourself to a world of abundance, joy, and effortless flow. Lesson 7. Embrace imperfection. In a world that bombards us with images of perfection, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that we must be flawless to be worthy of love, success, and happiness. We strive for perfect bodies, perfect careers, perfect relationships, and perfect lives. But this relentless pursuit of perfection is not only exhausting but also fundamentally unattainable. Imperfection is an inherent part of the human experience. We all make mistakes, experience setbacks, and have flaws and limitations. Trying to deny or hide these imperfections only leads to shame, self-doubt, and a sense of disconnection from our true selves. Effortless living invites us to embrace imperfection, to recognize that our flaws and vulnerabilities are not weaknesses, but rather opportunities for growth, compassion, and connection. It's about letting go of the need to be perfect and accepting ourselves fully, just as we are. Embracing imperfection begins with cultivating self-compassion. Instead of beating ourselves up for our mistakes or shortcomings, we can offer ourselves kindness, understanding, and forgiveness. We can recognize that we are doing the best we can with the resources and knowledge we have at any given moment. It's also important to challenge the societal messages that tell us we must be perfect to be valuable. These messages are often reinforced by media, advertising, and social comparison. We are constantly bombarded with images of airbrushed models, successful entrepreneurs, and picture-perfect families. But these images are often unrealistic and unattainable, creating a false sense of inadequacy and self-doubt. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, we can focus on our own unique journey and celebrate our individual strengths and accomplishments. We can recognize that everyone has their own struggles and challenges, and that perfection is an illusion. Embracing imperfection also means accepting our vulnerabilities. We all have fears, insecurities, and areas where we feel less than confident. Trying to hide these vulnerabilities only leads to isolation and disconnection. But when we share our authentic selves with others, we create opportunities for deeper intimacy and connection. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's courage. It takes strength to show up in the world as our true selves, flaws and all. When we embrace our vulnerabilities, we give others permission to do the same, creating a space for genuine human connection. Another aspect of embracing imperfection is learning from our mistakes. We all make them, and that's okay. Mistakes are not failures, they are opportunities for growth and learning. When we approach our mistakes with curiosity and a willingness to learn, we can extract valuable lessons that help us move forward with greater wisdom and resilience. Finally, embracing imperfection is about celebrating our unique individuality. We are all different, with our own quirks, talents, and perspectives. Trying to fit into a mold of perfection only stifles our creativity and authenticity. When we embrace our individuality, we unleash our full potential and contribute our unique gifts to the world. Effortless living is not about striving for perfection, but about embracing the messy, beautiful, and imperfect journey of life. It's about recognizing that our flaws and vulnerabilities are not obstacles to overcome, but rather integral parts of who we are. When we learn to accept ourselves fully, we cultivate a deep sense of inner peace and freedom that allows us to live with grace, ease, and authenticity. Lesson 8. Align with your values. In the pursuit of effortless living, aligning our actions with our core values is paramount. It's about living a life that reflects our deepest beliefs and priorities, ensuring that our choices resonate with our authentic selves. When we live in alignment with our values, we experience a profound sense of purpose, fulfillment, and flow. Our actions feel natural and effortless, as they are rooted in our inner truth and wisdom. Discovering our core values is an essential first step. These values are the guiding principles that shape our worldview and inform our decisions. They represent what we hold most dear, what we believe is important, and what we strive to embody in our lives. Core values can range from honesty and integrity to compassion and creativity, from adventure and freedom to security and stability. Identifying our core values requires introspection and self-reflection. Take some time to ponder the following questions. What matters most to me in life? What qualities do I admire in myself and others? What activities bring me the most joy and fulfillment? What impact do I want to make in the world? As you reflect on these questions, you may notice certain themes or patterns emerging. These themes likely represent your core values. Make a list of these values and prioritize them in order of importance. Once you have a clear understanding of your core values, it's time to start aligning your actions with them. This involves making conscious choices that reflect your priorities and beliefs. It might mean saying no to opportunities that don't align with your values, even if they seem attractive on the surface. It might also mean seeking out experiences and relationships that support your values and contribute to your overall well-being. Living in alignment with your values doesn't mean being perfect or never making mistakes. It's an ongoing process of self-discovery and growth. There will be times when you fall short or make choices that don't fully reflect your values. When this happens, acknowledge your missteps with compassion and use them as opportunities for learning and course correction. The benefits of aligning your actions with your values are numerous. When you live in integrity with your deepest beliefs, you experience a greater sense of authenticity and self-respect. You feel more confident, empowered, and at peace with yourself. You also attract opportunities and relationships that are aligned with your values, creating a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. Furthermore, when you act in accordance with your values, you tap into a source of intrinsic motivation that fuels your efforts. Your actions feel natural and effortless because they are driven by a deep sense of purpose and passion. You experience a state of flow, where you are fully immersed in the present moment and time seems to melt away. Living in alignment with your values also contributes to a greater sense of well-being. When your actions reflect your priorities, you experience less stress, anxiety, and inner conflict. You feel more balanced, grounded, and connected to your true self. In conclusion, aligning with your values is a cornerstone of effortless living. It's about living a life that is true to your authentic self, making choices that reflect your deepest beliefs and priorities. When you live in alignment with your values, you experience a profound sense of purpose, fulfillment, and flow. Your actions feel natural and effortless, and you create a life that is both meaningful and joyful. So take the time to discover your core values and let them guide you on your journey towards effortless living. Lesson 9. Prioritize self-care. In the relentless hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to neglect our own well-being. We often prioritize work, family, and social obligations, leaving little time or energy for ourselves. We convince ourselves that self-care is a luxury, a frivolous indulgence that can wait until we have more time or money. However, this neglect of self-care is a recipe for burnout, resentment, and a diminished quality of life. Effortless living invites us to challenge this mindset and prioritize self-care as a non-negotiable aspect of our lives. It's about recognizing that our well-being is not an afterthought, but a foundation upon which we can build a fulfilling and joyful existence. When we prioritize self-care, we nourish our bodies, minds, and spirits, creating a reservoir of energy, resilience, and inner peace that allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and ease. Self-care is not selfish, it's essential. When we take care of ourselves, we are better equipped to show up for others, to contribute to our communities, and to fulfill our purpose in the world. Neglecting our own needs, on the other hand, can lead to exhaustion, irritability, and a diminished capacity to give and receive love. Self-care encompasses a wide range of activities that nourish our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It might involve getting enough sleep, eating nutritious foods, exercising regularly, and spending time in nature. It might also include practicing mindfulness, journaling, engaging in creative pursuits, or simply taking time to relax and recharge. The key is to find activities that resonate with you and make them a regular part of your routine. It's also important to be flexible and adaptable, recognizing that your self-care needs may change depending on your circumstances and life stage. One important aspect of self-care is setting boundaries. This means learning to say no to requests or commitments that drain your energy or compromise your well-being. It also means creating space for yourself, both physically and mentally, to recharge and reconnect with your inner self. Another key component of self-care is cultivating self-compassion. This means treating yourself with kindness, understanding, and forgiveness, especially when you make mistakes or fall short of your expectations. It's about recognizing that you are human, and that imperfection is an inherent part of the human experience. Prioritizing self-care can also involve seeking support from others. This might mean talking to a therapist, joining a support group, or simply connecting with friends and family who uplift and inspire you. It's important to remember that you are not alone, and that there are people who care about you and want to see you thrive. Incorporating self-care into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Even small acts of self-care can have a profound impact on your well-being. Start by identifying one or two activities that you can easily incorporate into your day, such as taking a few deep breaths, going for a walk, or listening to your favorite music. As you make self-care a priority, you'll likely notice a shift in your overall energy, mood, and outlook on life. You'll feel more grounded, centered, and resilient. You'll also find that you have more patience, compassion, and creativity to offer the world. Remember, self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. By prioritizing your well-being, you create a foundation for effortless living, where you can navigate life's challenges with grace, ease, and a deep sense of inner peace. Lesson 10. Cultivate mindfulness. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of thoughts, worries, and distractions. We rush from one task to another, constantly checking our phones, scrolling through social media, and multitasking our way through the day. While this constant activity may create an illusion of productivity, it often leaves us feeling scattered, stressed, and disconnected from the present moment. Mindfulness offers a powerful antidote to this frenetic pace of life. It's the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment, cultivating a deep awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations. By anchoring ourselves in the here and now, we can break free from the grip of the past and the anxieties of the future, allowing us to experience life with greater clarity, peace, and joy. At its core, mindfulness is about cultivating a non-reactive awareness of our inner and outer experiences. It's about observing our thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them, recognizing that they are transient and not defining aspects of our being. It's about noticing the sensations in our bodies, the sights and sounds around us, and the subtle nuances of our environment. One of the most common ways to practice mindfulness is through meditation. This involves sitting quietly and focusing our attention on the breath or a specific object. noticing thoughts and sensations as they arise without getting entangled in them. While meditation may seem simple, it can be surprisingly challenging at first. Our minds are accustomed to wandering, and it takes practice to cultivate the ability to stay present. However, with consistent practice, meditation can bring about profound benefits. It can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, improve focus and concentration, and enhance overall well-being. It can also help us develop greater self-awareness, compassion, and acceptance. Mindfulness is not limited to formal meditation practice. It can be integrated into every aspect of our lives. We can practice mindfulness while eating, walking, working, or even washing dishes. The key is to bring our full attention to the present moment, noticing the sensations, thoughts, and feelings that arise without judgment. Mindfulness can also be cultivated through mindful movement practices such as yoga, tai chi, or qigong. These practices combine physical movement with breath awareness and focused attention, promoting a sense of groundedness, balance, and inner peace. Another way to cultivate mindfulness is to engage in activities that require full presence, such as playing a musical instrument, painting, or spending time in nature. These activities can help us break free from the distractions of daily life and connect with a deeper sense of flow and creativity. As we cultivate mindfulness, we develop the ability to observe our thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. We learn to recognize patterns of reactivity and to respond to situations with greater clarity and wisdom. We become more attuned to our bodies, noticing subtle signals of stress or discomfort before they escalate into full-blown crises. Mindfulness also allows us to appreciate the beauty and richness of the present moment. We become more aware of the simple pleasures of life, such as the warmth of the sun on our skin, the taste of a delicious meal, or the sound of laughter. We cultivate a sense of gratitude for the abundance that surrounds us, even in the midst of challenges and difficulties. In the pursuit of effortless living, mindfulness is an indispensable tool. It allows us to step back from the chaos and noise of the world and connect with our inner wisdom and peace. It helps us to make conscious choices, to respond to situations with greater clarity and compassion, and to appreciate the simple joys of life. By cultivating mindfulness, we create space for effortless living to flourish. We learn to let go of the struggle, to surrender to the flow of life, and to embrace the present moment with all its beauty and imperfection. Lesson 11. Master your time. In our fast-paced modern world, time is a precious commodity. We are constantly bombarded with demands on our attention, from work and family obligations to social commitments and endless distractions. It's easy to feel overwhelmed and like we never have enough time to accomplish everything we want to do. This constant pressure can lead to stress, anxiety, and a sense of being out of control. Effortless living invites us to reclaim our time and master the art of time management. It's about recognizing that we have the power to choose how we spend our precious hours and minutes, and to create a schedule that supports our well-being and aligns with our values. When we master our time, we experience a greater sense of freedom, focus, and fulfillment. The first step in mastering your time is to become aware of how you're currently spending it. Track your activities for a week or two, noting how much time you dedicate to work, sleep, meals, exercise, leisure, and other commitments. This will give you a baseline understanding of your current time allocation and reveal any areas where you might be overcommitted or neglecting important aspects of your life. Once you have a clear picture of your current time usage, it's time to start making conscious choices about how you want to spend your time. Identify your priorities and values, and create a schedule that reflects those priorities. This might involve setting aside dedicated time for self-care, creative pursuits, or simply doing nothing. It's also important to be realistic about how much you can accomplish in a given day or week. Avoid overcommitting yourself and learn to say no to requests that don't align with your priorities. Remember, your time is valuable, and you have the right to protect it. One effective time management technique is to create a daily or weekly schedule. Block out specific times for work, meals, exercise, relaxation, and other important activities. This will help you stay focused and avoid getting sidetracked by distractions. Another helpful strategy is to break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. This can make daunting projects feel less overwhelming and help you make steady progress towards your goals. Prioritization is also crucial for effective time management. Identify the most important tasks that need to be completed each day and focus on those first. Learn to delegate tasks whenever possible and avoid getting bogged down in minutiae. In addition to these techniques, there are many other strategies you can use to master your time. These might include setting deadlines, using time management tools and apps, and eliminating distractions. The key is to find what works best for you and to make it a consistent part of your routine. As you become more adept at managing your time, you'll likely experience a greater sense of control and empowerment. You'll have more time for the things that truly matter, and you'll feel less stressed and overwhelmed. You'll also discover that you have more energy and focus to dedicate to your work, relationships, and personal pursuits. Mastering your time is not about becoming a productivity machine or squeezing every last drop out of every minute. It's about creating a balanced and fulfilling life where you have time for both work and play, for both productivity and relaxation. It's about honoring your priorities and values and creating a schedule that supports your overall well-being. By mastering your time, you create space for effortless living. You free yourself from the tyranny of the clock and embrace a more intentional and mindful approach to life. You discover that true freedom lies not in doing more, but in being more present and engaged in each moment. Lesson 12. Set healthy boundaries. In our interconnected world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the constant demands on our time, energy, and attention. We may find ourselves saying yes to every request, taking on more than we can handle, and sacrificing our own well-being in the process. While it's natural to want to help others and be there for those we care about, it's equally important to recognize our own limits and establish healthy boundaries. Setting boundaries is an act of self-love and self-respect. It's about recognizing that we have the right to protect our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. It's about honoring our own needs and priorities, even when it means saying no to others. When we lack healthy boundaries, we become vulnerable to burnout, resentment, and the sense of being taken advantage of. We may feel drained, overwhelmed, and disconnected from our true selves. On the other hand, when we establish clear and consistent boundaries, we create a sense of safety, empowerment, and inner peace. We reclaim our time and energy, and we create space for the things that truly matter to us. Setting boundaries can be challenging, especially if we've been conditioned to believe that saying no is selfish or unkind. However, it's important to remember that healthy boundaries are not about building walls or isolating ourselves from others. They are about creating clear lines of communication and mutual respect in our relationships. The first step in setting healthy boundaries is to identify your own needs and limits. What are the activities, behaviors, or situations that drain your energy or compromise your well-being? What are your non-negotiables, the things that you simply cannot compromise on? Once you have a clear understanding of your own needs, you can start communicating them to others. Communicating your boundaries effectively requires assertiveness and clarity. Use I statements to express your needs and avoid blaming or accusing others. For example, instead of saying, "You always take advantage of me," you could say, "I feel overwhelmed when I have too many commitments, so I need to say no to this request." It's also important to be consistent with your boundaries. If you say yes to something when you really want to say no, you're sending mixed messages and undermining your own self-respect. Remember, it's okay to say no, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Setting boundaries is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. As your life circumstances change, your boundaries may need to adjust as well. It's important to regularly check in with yourself and reassess your needs and limits. In addition to setting boundaries with others, it's also important to set boundaries with yourself. This might involve limiting your time on social media, avoiding unhealthy habits, or creating a dedicated space for relaxation and self-care. Remember, Setting boundaries is an act of self-love. It's about honoring your own needs and creating a life that feels balanced, fulfilling, and aligned with your values. By establishing healthy boundaries, you reclaim your power, protect your well-being, and create space for effortless living to flourish. Lesson 13. Release the need for control. In our relentless pursuit of security and predictability, we often cling to the illusion of control. We meticulously plan our lives, attempting to orchestrate every detail and outcome. We believe that by exerting our will and manipulating circumstances, we can ensure a smooth and trouble-free existence. However, this illusion of control is not only exhausting but also ultimately futile. Life is inherently unpredictable and chaotic. No matter how carefully we plan, there will always be unexpected twists and turns, unforeseen challenges, and moments that defy our expectations. Clinging to control in the face of this uncertainty can lead to anxiety, frustration, and a sense of powerlessness. Effortless living invites us to release the need for control and embrace the natural flow of life. It's about recognizing that we are not separate from the world around us, but rather an integral part of a larger, interconnected web. It's about surrendering to the wisdom of the universe and trusting that we are being guided towards our highest good, even when things don't go according to plan. Releasing control doesn't mean giving up or becoming passive. It's about actively participating in life, while also recognizing that there are forces at play that are beyond our individual control. It's about surrendering to the present moment and trusting that we have the inner resources to navigate whatever arises. One way to release control is to cultivate a mindset of acceptance. This means acknowledging that things will not always go according to plan, and that's okay. It's about embracing the unexpected and finding the hidden opportunities within challenges. Another key aspect of releasing control is learning to trust our intuition. Our intuition is a powerful inner guidance system that can help us navigate life's complexities. When we quiet our minds and listen to our gut feelings, we tap into a source of wisdom that can guide us towards our highest good. Surrender also involves letting go of attachments to specific outcomes. We may have a clear vision of how we want our lives to unfold, but clinging to that vision too tightly can create resistance and disappointment. Instead, we can focus on setting intentions and taking inspired action, while also remaining open to the possibility that the universe may have something even better in store for us. Releasing control can be a challenging process, especially for those of us who are accustomed to being in charge. It requires a willingness to let go of our ego's need for certainty and predictability, and to embrace the unknown with courage and curiosity. However, the rewards of releasing control are immense. When we surrender to the flow of life, we experience a greater sense of peace, ease, and freedom. We become more adaptable, resilient, and open to new experiences. We also tap into a deeper sense of trust in ourselves and the universe, knowing that we are supported and guided every step of the way. Releasing control is not about giving up on our dreams or ambitions. It's about recognizing that true power lies not in forcing outcomes, but in aligning ourselves with the natural flow of life and allowing things to unfold in their own time. As you continue on your journey towards effortless living, practice releasing the need for control. Embrace the uncertainty of life, trust your intuition, and surrender to the present moment. You may be surprised at the magic and wonder that unfolds when you let go of the reins and allow life to guide you. Lesson 14. Embrace change. Change is the only constant in life. Seasons shift, relationships evolve, and circumstances transform. Yet we often resist change, clinging to the familiar and fearing the unknown. We build walls of comfort and routine, hoping to shield ourselves from the winds of transformation. However, this resistance to change not only creates unnecessary suffering, but also prevents us from experiencing the full spectrum of life's possibilities. Effortless living invites us to embrace change, to recognize it as an inevitable and essential part of our growth and evolution. It's about surrendering to the natural flow of life and trusting that every change, even those that seem challenging or unwelcome, carries within it the seeds of opportunity and transformation. Embracing change begins with cultivating a mindset of flexibility and adaptability. Instead of clinging to rigid expectations or fixed outcomes, we can learn to flow with the currents of life, adjusting our course as needed. This doesn't mean giving up on our goals or dreams. It simply means recognizing that the path to those goals may not always be linear or predictable. When we resist change, we create internal conflict and resistance. We expend precious energy trying to maintain the status quo, even when it no longer serves us. This resistance can manifest as stress, anxiety, and a sense of being stuck or trapped. On the other hand, when we embrace change, we open ourselves to new possibilities and experiences. We become more resilient, adaptable, and creative. We learn to navigate life's challenges with grace and ease, trusting that we have the inner resources to handle whatever comes our way. One way to embrace change is to cultivate a sense of curiosity and openness. Instead of fearing the unknown, we can approach it with a sense of wonder and excitement. We can ask ourselves, what can I learn from this experience? How can I grow and evolve through this change? Another important aspect of embracing change is to practice letting go. This means releasing attachments to the past and embracing the present moment with all its possibilities. It's about recognizing that change is an opportunity to shed old patterns and create new ways of being. Gratitude can also be a powerful tool for embracing change. When we focus on the blessings and opportunities that change brings, we shift our perspective from fear and resistance to appreciation and acceptance. We recognize that even challenging changes can lead to unexpected growth and transformation. It's important to acknowledge that change can be uncomfortable and even painful at times. We may experience loss, grief, or a sense of disorientation as we navigate transitions in our lives. However, by allowing ourselves to feel these emotions fully, we can move through them with greater ease and grace. Embracing change is not about denying our feelings or pretending that everything is okay. It's about acknowledging our emotions, honoring our experiences, and trusting that we have the inner strength to navigate the ups and downs of life. As you continue on your journey towards effortless living, remember that change is a constant companion. By embracing change with openness, curiosity, and gratitude, you can transform challenges into opportunities and create a life that is filled with growth, adventure, and endless possibilities. Lesson 15. Cultivate gratitude. In the relentless pursuit of happiness, we often focus on what we lack, on the things we haven't yet achieved, or on the perceived injustices of life. We compare ourselves to others, lamenting our perceived shortcomings, and yearn for a future where all our desires are fulfilled. This constant focus on what's missing can lead to a chronic sense of dissatisfaction, anxiety, and a feeling of being perpetually unfulfilled. Gratitude offers a powerful antidote to this scarcity mindset. It's the practice of acknowledging and appreciating the good things in our lives, both big and small. It's about recognizing the abundance that surrounds us, even in the midst of challenges and difficulties. By cultivating gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, opening ourselves to a deeper sense of contentment, joy, and inner peace. Gratitude is not about denying the reality of challenges or hardships. It's about recognizing that even in the midst of difficult circumstances, there are always things to be grateful for. It might be the love and support of family and friends, the beauty of nature, the gift of good health, or simply the opportunity to breathe another day. Gratitude can also be cultivated through mindfulness practices. By paying attention to the present moment with an open and curious mind, we become more aware of the countless blessings that surround us. We notice the beauty of a flower blooming, the warmth of the sun on our skin, or the sound of birds chirping in the trees. As we cultivate gratitude, we begin to see the world through a different lens. We notice the abundance that exists all around us, even in the midst of challenges and difficulties. We become more resilient in the face of adversity, knowing that we have the inner resources to cope with whatever life throws our way. We also experience a greater sense of joy, contentment, and inner peace. Gratitude has been shown to have numerous benefits for our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, improve sleep quality, and boost our immune system. It can also enhance our relationships, increase our self-esteem, and foster a sense of purpose and meaning in our lives. In the pursuit of effortless living, gratitude is a powerful ally. It helps us shift our focus from scarcity to abundance, from lack to fulfillment. It allows us to appreciate the present moment and all its blessings, even in the midst of challenges. By cultivating gratitude, we create a fertile ground for joy, peace, and effortless flow to flourish in our lives. Lesson 16. Find your tribe. In our journey towards effortless living, the company we keep plays a vital role. Surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals who share our values, aspirations, and commitment to personal growth can significantly enhance our well-being and accelerate our progress. These individuals become our tribe, a supportive and inspiring community that uplifts us, challenges us, and encourages us to be our best selves. Finding your tribe is not about conformity or seeking validation from others. It's about connecting with people who resonate with your authentic self, who understand your journey, and who celebrate your successes and support you through challenges. It's about creating a space where you feel safe to be vulnerable, to express your true self, and to explore your full potential without fear of judgment or rejection. When we surround ourselves with positive and supportive individuals, we create a fertile ground for growth and transformation. Their energy, enthusiasm, and encouragement can inspire us to reach new heights, to step outside our comfort zones, and to pursue our dreams with unwavering determination. Conversely, when we are surrounded by negativity, cynicism, or those who drain our energy, it can be challenging to maintain a positive outlook and stay motivated on our journey. Their doubts and limitations can become contagious, undermining our confidence and hindering our progress. Finding your tribe may take time and effort, but it's a worthwhile investment in your well-being and personal growth. Start by identifying the qualities you value in others. Are you drawn to people who are kind, compassionate, and supportive? Do you appreciate those who are driven, ambitious, and passionate about their pursuits? Are you looking for individuals who share your interests, hobbies, or spiritual beliefs? Once you have a clear sense of the qualities you seek, start exploring different communities and social circles. Attend events, workshops, or classes related to your interests. Join online groups or forums where you can connect with like-minded individuals. Be open to meeting new people and forming connections based on shared values and aspirations. Remember, finding your tribe is not about quantity, but quality. It's better to have a few close and supportive friends than a large network of superficial acquaintances. Focus on cultivating deep and meaningful connections with people who genuinely uplift and inspire you. When you find your tribe, you'll experience a sense of belonging, acceptance, and support that can be transformative. You'll have people to celebrate your successes with, to lean on during challenging times, and to share your dreams and aspirations with. Your tribe can also serve as a source of accountability and encouragement. They can help you stay motivated, challenge you to grow, and provide honest feedback when needed. They can also offer a safe space for you to be vulnerable, to express your fears and doubts, and to receive unconditional love and acceptance. In the pursuit of effortless living, finding your tribe is not just a bonus. It's a necessity. Surrounding yourself with positive and supportive individuals can make all the difference in your journey towards greater well-being, fulfillment, and personal freedom. So take the time to nurture your relationships, to connect with like-minded individuals, and to build a community that supports your growth and celebrates your authentic self. When you find your tribe, you create a powerful force for positive change in your life, and you open yourself to a world of endless possibilities and profound connection. Lesson 17. Navigating setbacks. The path to effortless living, while transformative and rewarding, is not without its challenges. As with any journey of personal growth, there will be setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt. It's important to acknowledge these challenges and develop strategies to navigate them with grace and resilience, ensuring that they don't derail us from our path towards greater freedom and fulfillment. One common setback on the path to effortless living is the tendency to fall back into old patterns and habits. We may find ourselves reverting to negative self-talk, engaging in unhealthy coping mechanisms, or succumbing to the pressures of external expectations. These setbacks can be discouraging, leaving us feeling like we're taking 2 steps back for every step forward. However, it's important to remember that setbacks are a natural part of the learning process. They offer valuable opportunities for self-reflection and course correction. Instead of judging ourselves harshly for these moments of regression, we can approach them with curiosity and compassion, asking ourselves what triggered this setback. What can I learn from this experience? How can I adjust my approach moving forward? Another challenge we may encounter is resistance from others. As we embark on our journey towards effortless living, we may encounter skepticism, criticism, or even outright opposition from those around us. They may not understand our choices, question our priorities, or feel threatened by our newfound sense of empowerment and independence. Navigating this resistance requires both courage and compassion. We can try to explain our journey to others, sharing our insights and experiences in a way that is both authentic and respectful. We can also set healthy boundaries, protecting our energy and prioritizing our own well-being. Remember, you are not responsible for other people's reactions or opinions. Your primary responsibility is to yourself and your own growth. Fear and self-doubt can also be significant obstacles on the path to effortless living. We may fear failure, rejection, or the unknown. We may doubt our abilities, our worthiness, or our capacity to create the life we desire. These fears and doubts can paralyze us, preventing us from taking risks and stepping outside our comfort zones. Overcoming fear and self-doubt requires cultivating self-compassion and building resilience. We can practice mindfulness techniques to observe our fears without getting overwhelmed by them. We can also challenge our negative self-talk and replace it with empowering affirmations. Remember, everyone experiences fear and self-doubt at times. The key is to not let these emotions control us or dictate our actions. In addition to these challenges, there may be external circumstances that create setbacks on our journey. We may experience financial difficulties, health challenges, or relationship conflicts. These situations can test our resilience and commitment to effortless living. However, even in the midst of adversity, we can find opportunities for growth and transformation. We can learn to adapt, to pivot, and to find new ways to navigate challenges. We can also seek support from others, whether it's friends, family, or professional help. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. There are people who care about you and want to see you succeed. Navigating setbacks is an essential skill for anyone who wants to live an effortless life. It's about recognizing that challenges are inevitable, but they don't have to derail us from our path. By cultivating resilience, self-compassion, and a willingness to learn and grow, we can transform setbacks into stepping stones on our journey towards greater freedom, fulfillment, and inner peace. Lesson 18: The Role of Resilience. Life, in its unpredictable dance, will inevitably throw curveballs our way. Challenges, setbacks, and unexpected twists are woven into the fabric of our existence. It is in these moments of adversity that the true strength of our character is revealed. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and navigate life's storms with grace and determination, is a cornerstone of effortless living. Resilience isn't about avoiding challenges or pretending they don't exist. It's about acknowledging the difficulties we face, embracing the emotions that arise, and harnessing our inner strength to move through them with courage and grace. It's about recognizing that setbacks are not failures, but rather opportunities for growth and learning. Cultivating resilience begins with developing a growth mindset. This means viewing challenges as opportunities for learning and development, rather than insurmountable obstacles. It's about believing in our ability to adapt, evolve, and overcome adversity. When we approach challenges with a growth mindset, we are more likely to persevere, to find creative solutions, and to emerge from difficult situations stronger and wiser. Self-compassion is another crucial component of resilience. It's about treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, especially during times of struggle. Instead of berating ourselves for our mistakes or shortcomings, we can offer ourselves words of encouragement and support. We can remind ourselves that we are human, and that everyone experiences setbacks and challenges. Building strong connections with others is also essential for resilience. Having a supportive network of friends, family, or mentors can provide us with the emotional and practical support we need to navigate difficult times. Sharing our struggles with others can help us feel less alone and more empowered to overcome challenges. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing exercises, can also enhance resilience. By cultivating present moment awareness, we can learn to observe our thoughts and feelings without getting overwhelmed by them. This allows us to respond to challenges with greater clarity and composure, rather than reacting impulsively or getting caught up in negative emotions. Another key aspect of resilience is developing healthy coping mechanisms. These might include exercise, spending time in nature, engaging in creative pursuits, or simply taking time to rest and recharge. By having a toolbox of healthy coping strategies, we can navigate challenges without resorting to unhealthy behaviors or self-destructive patterns. It's important to recognize that resilience is not a fixed trait, but rather a skill that can be cultivated and strengthened over time. Just as we build physical strength through exercise, we can build emotional and mental resilience through practice and perseverance. As you face challenges on your journey towards effortless living, remember that resilience is your greatest ally. Embrace setbacks as opportunities for growth, cultivate self-compassion, and connect with support of others. By developing your inner strength and resilience, you can navigate life's storms with grace and emerge even stronger on the other side. Lesson 19. Integrating effortless living into relationships. Relationships, the intricate tapestries that connect us to others, can be both a source of immense joy and profound challenge. They reflect our deepest desires for love, connection, and belonging, yet they can also trigger our insecurities, fears, and unresolved wounds. In the pursuit of effortless living, integrating these principles into our relationships is essential for creating harmonious, fulfilling, and mutually supportive connections. Effortless living in relationships is not about avoiding conflict or pretending that everything is always perfect. It's about approaching our interactions with authenticity, compassion, and a willingness to grow and evolve together. It's about recognizing that healthy relationships require effort, but that this effort can feel natural and effortless when it is rooted in love, respect, and a shared commitment to each other's well-being. One of the key principles of effortless living in relationships is open and honest communication. This means expressing our needs, desires, and boundaries clearly and directly, while also listening attentively to the needs and perspectives of others. It's about creating a safe space for vulnerability and honest dialogue where both partners feel heard, understood, and valued. When we communicate openly and honestly, we avoid misunderstandings, resentments, and unspoken expectations. We build trust and intimacy, and we create a foundation for a relationship that is both supportive and empowering. Another important aspect of effortless living in relationships is practicing acceptance and non-judgment. We all have our own unique quirks, habits, and perspectives. Instead of trying to change or control our partners, we can learn to accept them fully, just as they are. This doesn't mean condoning harmful or disrespectful behavior, but it does mean recognizing that everyone is on their own journey and that we all have room for growth and evolution. Forgiveness is also crucial for cultivating healthy relationships. We all make mistakes, and it's inevitable that we will hurt or disappoint our loved ones at times. Holding on to resentment and grudges only creates bitterness and disconnection. By practicing forgiveness, we create space for healing, growth, and deeper connection. Effortless living in relationships also involves setting healthy boundaries. This means recognizing our own needs and limits and communicating them clearly to our partners. It also means respecting the boundaries of others, even when they differ from our own. Boundaries are not about creating distance or separation. They are about creating a sense of safety and respect within the relationship. When we have healthy boundaries, we feel empowered to express our true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. We also create space for our partners to do the same, fostering an environment of mutual trust and understanding. Finally, effortless living in relationships is about celebrating each other's growth and evolution. As we navigate life's journey, we are constantly learning, growing, and changing. Our relationships should provide a supportive space for this evolution, allowing both partners to flourish and reach their full potential. Integrating effortless living into our relationships requires ongoing effort and commitment. It's about cultivating awareness, practicing compassion, and communicating openly and honestly. It's about letting go of control, embracing imperfection, and celebrating the unique beauty of each connection. As you continue to nurture your relationships, remember that effortless living is not about achieving a state of perpetual bliss or avoiding all conflict. It's about creating a foundation of love, respect, and mutual support that allows both partners to thrive and grow. By integrating these principles into your interactions, you can cultivate relationships that are both fulfilling and effortless, enriching your life with joy, connection, and a deep sense of belonging. Lesson 20. Embracing the journey. As we reach the final chapter of our exploration of effortless living, it's important to remember that this is not a destination, but rather an ongoing journey of self-discovery, growth, and transformation. It's a lifelong commitment to aligning our lives with our deepest values, embracing the natural flow of life, and cultivating a sense of inner peace and joy. Throughout this book, we've explored various principles and practices that can help us create a more effortless and fulfilling existence. We've learned about the importance of embracing simplicity, mastering our thoughts, letting go of limiting beliefs, and cultivating self-care, mindfulness, and gratitude. We've also delved into the power of aligning our actions with our values, setting healthy boundaries, releasing the need for control, and embracing change. These lessons are not meant to be a checklist of tasks to complete or a set of rigid rules to follow. Rather, they are invitations to explore different ways of being, to experiment with new practices, and to discover what resonates most deeply with your own unique journey. Effortless living is not about achieving perfection or adhering to some idealized image of success. It's about embracing the messy, beautiful, and imperfect journey of life. It's about recognizing that growth and transformation are ongoing processes, and that there will be both triumphs and setbacks along the way. As you continue on this path, remember to be gentle with yourself. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Learn from your setbacks, recognizing them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. And most importantly, embrace the journey with curiosity, openness, and a sense of wonder. Effortless living is not a solitary pursuit. It's about connecting with others who share your values and aspirations, building a supportive community, and contributing your unique gifts to the world. It's about recognizing that we are all interconnected, and that our individual well-being is intertwined with the well-being of the planet and all its inhabitants. As you continue to explore effortless living, remember that it's not about achieving a state of perpetual bliss or avoiding all challenges. It's about cultivating a deep sense of inner peace and resilience that allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and equanimity. It's about finding joy in the present moment, even in the midst of difficulties, and trusting that you are always being guided towards your highest good. This book has provided you with a roadmap for creating a more effortless and fulfilling life. But the true journey begins now as you take these lessons and integrate them into your own unique experience. Embrace the adventure, trust your intuition, and allow yourself to be guided by the wisdom of your own heart. Remember, effortless living is not a destination, but a way of being. It's a lifelong commitment to growth, transformation, and the pursuit of a life that is both meaningful and joyful. As you continue on this path, may you discover the boundless potential that lies within you, and may you create a life that is truly extraordinary. Thank you so much for your time, and I sincerely hope you have an amazing day. I would be so appreciative if you could support me by sharing and commenting. Your support would mean so much to me. See you next time.